So, like, I think JMO tweeted this. JMO tweeted, it might become my life mission to try to convince EA/Respawn to start supporting esports orgs and Apex Legends. And then Minus Tempo literally said EA took a chance and supported orgs for years in good faith, which, by the way, is entirely true. Organizations within the partner program were literally receiving $100,000 just to be within Apex, which is not a crazy partner program, but it's still really, really good. It basically covers all the salary costs for teams year round, which is pretty wicked. That's a really, really big faith move by EA for sure. But I don't think that's enough. We'll go through it. And they said money just took advantage of the support, and both players/orgs did nothing outside of I started Scrims, so I did my job, which is entirely true. For pros that think that they just immediately deserve a salary because they stream, congratulations. That is not how a brand is built. I don't know if people need to go to business and content creation 101, but your brand is not built because you press start streaming. Your brand is built because you work on all layers and all forms of content throughout your stream and establish who you are within a community, not just by going live. That literally is an insane thing to think that you are entitled to $3,000 a month just because you scrim. Just scrimming without content and then going to LAN and not even making top 5 every single time is an unbelievably entitled opinion that pros need to literally sit down and think about. Because, man, my goodness gracious, it is unbelievable how much more I support pro players than they support themselves. Genuinely, it is unbelievable. I support the pro players more than they support themselves. Not all of them, but majority. The ones that grind rank, the ones that create a brand for themselves. There are some that do that for sure. But that's not even the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this. Brother, the words, the verbiage, the unprofessionalism that pro players have within themselves and within their teams is a direct correlation to sponsors and organizations to not want to pick them up. And it is crazy to think about the entitlement that pros feel just because they scrim. That you are not entitled to anything. You are actually lucky that Apex right now in NA is such a niche esport that no one has come and taken your job. Because truly, bro, this shit pissed me off, and I have not been this pissed off in Apex and at the community in a very long time, because this discourse is so stupid. Like, it is unreal. And I'm usually a guy of good vibes. I usually never bring the negative vibes, but both sides are wrong. EA and Respawn, we'll go over it. We'll go over it more, but let me digress before after ads are done, because, man, it is unbelievable how immature and unprofessional this scene is as an entirety. And it's from both ends. It's from both ends. And we'll go over it a little bit more, because I'm truly pissed off. Like, I'm actually like pretty mad. And I never really express when I'm angry. I usually like to push it down and not talk about shit. But, man, I'm definitely gonna have to just spit some today, because I'm real tired of seeing these dog takes all the time. And I'm not here to scold anybody or make anyone feel belittled, whatever it may be. But I'm so tired of this discourse going on, back and forth. I'm gonna be real. I have been hearing this talk back and forth for years, for 5 years now. Every year it's the same exact. Now, let me talk real quick. As I was saying, dude, the pro Apex scene, it is unbelievable how entitled some people are. And when you say some people, every pro takes an offense to what you're saying. When I say some people and some pros, I mean some pros. Some pros are deserving of $3,000 a month. And I'm not the salary guard. I'm not here to tell you who deserves what money, who deserves where. This is not my job. That's within the esports org to deem who is worthy. But for me as an organization and someone who wants to own an organization, I would never, ever in my life, never, I don't give a if you're not placing top 3 every LAN, there's not a world where I'm paying you $3,000 a month to even represent my organization. Because if you are not streaming, you are not tweeting, you are not creating a brand for yourself on other platforms, then why the am I paying you? Why am I paying you, bro? Why am I paying you to go full time if you're not utilizing that money to help yourself go full time and advance your career further? It is pointless. Apex is one of the only esports that you can literally stream every day of practice. Valorant cannot do it. And so many other esports and strategy games cannot do it. And again, I will say this, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I am so fed up of being humble and just listening to this dog takes. I support pro players more than they support themselves, and that should never be the case. never be the case. Never, ever, ever. That's not my problem, JMO. You guys not getting signed is not a correlation to what I'm talking about right now. That is a completely different correlation, which I'm going to talk about. So yes, on the side of JMO and your team not getting signed, you have a good brand. Do I believe your team is worthy of getting paid? Correct. Do I think that EA and organizations should be doing a better job of actually supporting players? Correct. But on the other side of things, there's so many players that are not deserving of that money. EA, Respawn, 100% without a doubt should be supporting this scene way better than they are right now with the income Apex makes. And that is entirely true. We should be having team skins. We should be having team banners. So many different things can go on for EA to be more supportive of the Apex scene. I mean, bro, the EAFC literally has their own team skins when it comes to FIFA and all that stuff. But that is true. But two things can be right. And I'm so tired of seeing tons of pros who do nothing for their brand. And sadly, you will fade away. And this is a tough take to have. And it's so to say, but some of y'all will fade away. You will be drifting from esports in your future because you are doing nothing with what you have right now. And that is a shame because some of you are so talented, some of you are so funny, but if all you want is your Apex lifespan, then here you go, that's what you're gonna get. But I'm so tired of seeing these takes back and forth. Bro, we know both sides are correct. It is obvious. But when me, someone who doesn't even play the game, is watch partying more than you play, and I am creating more content for a game I watch than I play, than you playing at a high professional level, people respect your opinion more. People want to watch you play more than me. You should be creating more content than me. My content comes through you. My content comes through the pros. And I'm getting, what makes no sense is that I'm pushing my harder. Bro, push your harder. People want to watch you. People want to see what your opinions are. And the only pro player that has truly taken their pro career and turned it into a content space and a actual good marketing strategy is Watson. There's literally no one else. But there are so many other talented players, talented streamers that could expand and go outside their demographic of just turning a stream on, and they don't. And they don't. And that is a shame. And to me, just because you press go live and you tweet 2 times a month, you are not worthy of a salary. And dude, I'm so tired of seeing this take. And on the other side of things, bro, EA and Respawn, and this is completely mask off, and I'm kind of tired of having the mask on, whatever it may be. Bro, I am so tired of seeing EA and Respawn not supporting the game properly. It's true. I couldn't agree more. I think the partner program going away is abysmal. The bare minimum was done last year. Honestly, below the bare minimum. The EWC Apex ALGS midseason collab was egregious. You already saved money with the ALGS Open. Why are we collabing with EWC for the midseason playoffs? We saved money with the Open because it's a smaller tournament already at a smaller venue, with all those people pretty much having to pay for their way over to New Orleans. And then we have the EA ALGS EWC collab, which is awful. That was the bare minimum, man. The bare minimum went on this year for ALGS. And now we have a 6-month gap. Now, here's where the content for pro players needs to step up. Because now, from here till January, or the end of Pro League Split 2 till January, why would I sign you? Why would I sign you if you're not doing anything? Why would an organization waste $9,000 a month on you if from Split 2 to January, you are doing nothing? You're doing nothing. Like, come on. And again, bro, the professionalism of Apex players is through the ground, dude. It is 6 feet under, man. It is 6 feet under. So on both sides, and this Discord is so stupid, we are all fighting for the same thing. I mean, my God, pro players need to do better. EA Respawn need to do better. To think that you're the only one that is correct on this because you're a pro player saying I deserve to be signed, you are dumb as you are dumb as I'm sorry. I can't take this discourse anymore, dude. I'm losing my mind. I've been arguing about this since I was 22, and now I'm 28, dude. I'm about to be literally a dad by the time this discourse is done. By the time this conversation is over, like, I'm going to be a father. This is crazy. But man, both sides suck right now. To think you're a pro player who only presses go live to deserve a $3,000 a month is insane entitlement. Insane, dude. Insane. And then to think that EA and Respawn are doing everything they need is crazy. It is crazy. No, dude, Jay, I wanted to say this for a long time. You just sparked this conversation. I'm appreciative of it because I can't really bottle this down no more. I'm heated. But man, for real, it is so annoying. Both sides are correct. EA, Respawn need to do a better job. Pro players need to do a better job. Simple as that. Simple as that. And if you can't understand both sides, then I'm sorry, you're just wrong. But both sides can be true at the exact same time, and that is entirely fair to have that take. I'm done. I'm over it. It's the last time I really want to talk about this because I am so over it, man. It is unbelievable. If you are a pro who presses go live once a month and you tweet 2 times a month, never, ever, ever complain about not getting signed. Never complain. I will never feel bad for you. Ever. Done. Really gets me going. I'm low-key a little hard right now. Shout out to the guy who came in my stream and literally said, yo, I'm watching you from the Good Vibes from Lacey's stream yesterday. And then I immediately go on a rant how I'm tilted.